si assicura che non è Squid Game. Quindi non succede niente di brutto per chi perde.
Hey folks, so what we're going to see together in this video is the annual fair that takes place in this small village in the center of Italy, in Tuscany. This event is pretty important for the people living in this village. They wait the whole year for this day, when they finally get to fight against the other people living in the village to defend the glory of their own neighborhood. The people living in this village, they're split up in 4 teams, and the 4 teams represent the 4 different neighborhoods in the village. Now, for this edition of the game, unfortunately, the green team decided not to participate, so we are left with just 3 teams. And the fair, this annual fair, just feels like Squid Game. You got 4 games, and it's just like Squid Game. You got game 1, then game 2, then game 3, then game 4, and it's pretty much like Squid Game, and I really liked it. Well, of course, nobody got killed, okay, but it's pretty close to Squid Game. Okay, so first let's take a look at the teams, and then let's start with the first game. May the games begin. This actually sounds like Hunger Games. Alright, whatever.
Sta per iniziare, salto dopo salto, squadra rossa, squadra gialla e squadra blu si stanno sfidando per questo terzo palo 2022 e il secondo giocatore ha già preso il sacco e sta andando salto dopo salto come un canguro fino alla linea di metà campo. È già il terzo giocatore, sta andando salto dopo salto alla linea di fondo e siamo giunti al momento del quarto giocatore, quarto ultimo giocatore, andrà a vedere chi è il primo giocatore, squadra gialla, squadra rossa e squadra blu, quindi abbiamo già subito il punteggio da inserire nel nostro tabellone, quindi squadra gialla 4 punti, squadra rossa 3 punti e squadra blu 2 punti, casellina 0 punti, non ce l'abbiamo. Allora, la squadra gialla riceve 4 punti perché è arrivata prima e ha totalizzato più punti degli altri. La squadra rossa 3 punti, è arrivata seconda, e la squadra blu 2 punti, che è arrivata terza. Uno via con la corsa dei mattoni. Vanno avanti, mattone dopo mattone, in equilibrio per adesso, vanno avanti verso la linea di metà campo, verso il concorrente della propria squadra, squadra blu, squadra gialla, squadra rossa, in questo momento quasi in equa parità. Sarà molto difficile per il momento capire chi arriverà primo, chi arriverà secondo. Mi raccomando, tutti e tre i mattoni dietro la linea di metà campo prima di partire l'altro concorrente, vediamo. Tutte e tre dietro, bene, può partire il concorrente della squadra rossa, tutti e tre dietro, portali dietro, squadra gialla può partire, squadra blu, perfetto, già partita, molto bene, mattone dopo mattone, piano piano, fate attenzione che se si perde l'equilibrio dovete riniziare tutto da capo, forza, forza, piano piano, passo dopo passo,
Dai Giorgia, dai Giorgia!
La squadra blu è in vantaggio, si accetta le scommesse, ma la squadra blu ormai è ben quotata, squadra gialla seconda posizione, squadra rossa ormai un po' indietro, ma chi va piano va sano, va lontano, la squadra blu si aggiudica il primo punto, la squadra gialla ormai gli manca veramente poco, in seconda posizione sicuramente, ma chi lo sa, passetto dopo passetto. Corda in mano, la squadra rossa mi lascia leggermente.
So at this point, my camera just stopped working, and and that was just terrible. It was just panic right there. My camera stopped working. It ran out of battery. It can happen when you are filming without a second battery. So I just went straight to panic. Because I was going to lose the final game that was just so important for this video. And then luckily one guy from the blue team just came forward and offered me his cell phone to make the final shot. And that was really unexpected, and he was just a total lifesaver. He just saved this video. And you can see that the picture quality is quite different than before, because here I'm using the cell phone of this guy. So in exchange for the cell phone of this man, I decided to tell the blue team how to win the game of Tug-of-war. I just told them what I learned from watching the TV series of Squid Game. I told them that they had to place the two strongest guys in their team right at the front and at the back. And they did that. You see, they placed the two beefiest guys in their team at the front and at the back. Then I told them that they had to place the women in the middle, and they did that as well. And I also told them that they had to stand side by side and not on the same side of the rope, and they did that as well. And then I told them that they had to lie a little bit backward with their back and increase the pressure on their legs, and place the rope underneath their armpit. And most of them did that. So now you are going to see what is going to happen. You're going to see the outcome of this game. Here we've got the blue team up against the red team, and just watch what is going to happen.
Ci siamo, 3, 2, 1, via! La squadra blu, la squadra rossa in vantaggio in questo momento, la squadra blu recupera nuovamente, tira fortissimo, il fiocco ancora centrale, la squadra blu nuovamente in vantaggio, sta per prendere il punto, ancora un millimetro, prende il punto la squadra blu, si aggiudica la terza manche. Leggera, leggera. Allora la squadra blu, la squadra gialla mi lascia leggermente, ok? 3, 2, 1, via! Per ora il vantaggio è per la squadra blu che sta tirando e il punto alla squadra blu che si aggiudica la manche. 2 punti per la squadra blu che batte la squadra gialla e quindi...
So the blue team won the final game thanks to what I told them, thanks to my precious pointers. The strategy of the old man from the TV series is really effective, it really works. And you've been able to see that in the previous game. The blue team just totally crushed the other two teams, the red team and the yellow team. Even though the blue team won the final two games, the brick walk and the tug-of-war, they lost this competition. The final winners were the yellow players. The yellow team was the winning team at the end of these games. And so I guess this means that even if you cheat, you end up losing anyway, which happened to the blue team. I was actually rooting for the blue team, but I've got to say that the yellow team, they were better. They played better. So well done, yellow team. Well done, bravo. Hey guys, so I just got back from this fair. This is the name of the fair. This fair took place right at the center of this village, not too far from where I live. And I got down there this afternoon. I went there for the first time. I'd never been to this fair before, so I didn't really know what to expect, what was going to happen over there. And then I realized that we were going to play some games, and when I took a look at the games that they were going to play, I discovered that, you know, those were some of the games that you got also in Squid Game. You know, the very popular games that you play when you're a kid. But the participants were actually adults. So I said to myself, I have to record this event because it's gonna be just like Squid Game. And I was totally right. It was just like watching an episode from Squid Game. So I really like this fair here. It's been a lot of fun. I have made some nice footage with my camera. Unfortunately, my camera, right at the beginning of the final game, Tug-of-war, my camera shut down and ran out of battery, but then a very nice guy from the blue team, he just came forward and gave me his cell phone to make the final shots, and in exchange for his cell phone, I gave away the pointers of the old man from the series. The old man in the series explains how to play tug-of-war, how to win that game, and so I said the same things from the series, the same things that the old man says in the series. I just gave away the pointers from the old man to the guys in the blue team, and they won every single game. You can see that in this video, the blue team just totally crushed the other two teams, the red team and the yellow team. They didn't even stand a chance against the blue team. They followed my advice and they won. That made me feel a little bit like a cheater. I gotta be honest with you, I felt like I was cheating, you know, and you can see that in the video. Go and watch the final game, Tug-of-war. You see that the blue team, they know exactly what they have to do. They know how to pull, just because they followed my advice word for word. And that was really surprising. I actually didn't know whether, you know, what he's said in the series of Squid Game was actually going to be really effective. But it seems that, you know, what the old man says in the series, that is no bullshit. That is the all truth. That is the ultimate strategy to win at a tug-of-war. And this has been proven in this video with the blue team. And yes, it felt like cheating. I felt like a cheater because I gave away those precious pointers, you know, the information from the series. But at the same time, it made me feel a little bit proud because the blue team won thanks to my words, thanks to what I told them. Yes, I've had a lot of fun. Then the winners of this fair, of the games that were held at this fair, they were the yellow players. At the end, they won the whole contest. I was actually rooting for the blue team, but this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who won and who lost. I've got one final message for all the people watching this video. If you are a fan of Squid Game, then you need to follow my advice. Go and watch the original series called Kaiji. Kaiji and Squid Game are pretty much the same thing. They are very similar with just some extra differences. There's just a few things that change, but you know, the idea, the concept is the same, and the story is also pretty much the same. I just really loved Kaiji, and I will highly recommend you watch the original series of Kaiji, and please show some love for the manga and the anime, and give some credit to the mangaka, because without him, we wouldn't have the TV series of Squid Game today. He created the story, he created the world of Kaiji and Squid Game, the mangaka. So he deserves all the credit for the great success of Squid Game. That's really important, because people forget about the mangaka. They just focus on the TV series, but the mangaka is the guy who started everything. And if you ask me, in my opinion, Kaiji is even better than Squid Game. The original series is a lot better, in my opinion. Alright, you see, I made this video with my hood up because I wanted to look like one of those masked men from the series of Squid Game. Just look at me. I am the Square. Yeah, I just look like one of them, don't I? Yes, I do. Alright, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye, have fun, and remember to keep playing. Always keep playing.